So we already did the CB wedge review, but I've got a 60 degree with 12 degrees of bounce, and what I've noticed, it is absolutely freaking amazing out of the bunker. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to get into detail and tell you why. It's got a very high-tech sole, front relief, got the middle part of the grind, and then the trailing edge relief. There's more bounce towards the middle and the toe. There's a little bit of relief on the heel side. I'm not sure why that's necessary, but I'm sure it is. The way I hit this club, I'm going to explain to you how I hit it, how it's different, who it's going to benefit, but let's just get right into it. I'm not going to do a bunker review and tell you how good this club is when there's a basic bunker shot with no lip. I've actually, third hole at Hacienda, we've got super high lips. We see a lot of guys, a lot of amateur golfers struggle getting the golf ball out because of the high lips, and we're going to talk a little bit about it. So, third hole, little bit of an uphill lie. You can see how tall this lip is. Club face is going to be just a little bit open. I'm going to go all the way back, all the way through. It's very hard to tell on video how high that golf ball went. But the irony is, I did not try to hit it high. I actually tried to hit a normal shot. I'm a more advanced bunker player, so I like to open the club face a lot and either draw it or cut across it. I'm not doing any of that. I've got the club face ever so slightly open, and I'm making a very normal swing. And here's a good tip for you. If you're thinking about what does a normal swing mean? Well, a normal swing means if you set up to the ball with a little bit of an open club face, you're going to hit somewhere behind the ball with your eyes closed. That's what I would consider a normal swing. I see so many amateur golfers struggle when the lip is high because they try to help the ball up. If you try to help the ball up, you're scooping it, you're leaning back, and you've got a lot of bounce, that club, that will not work for you. So the biggest key when you're working with a club like this of how it's going to help you is really stay down, almost hit down on it more, move forward, feel like you're trapping the ball. And it takes practice to trust that even with a high lip, you almost drive forward, stay down, trust that the bounce will get the club out of the sand and the ball up in the air. Okay, got a little bit less of an uphill lie. That was a little bit more of an uphill lie. I'm going to open the club face just a little bit. Normal swing, just somewhere behind the ball, all the way back, all the way through. That's really good. And it makes that sound. It makes that sound, that thumpy noise when you hear guys on TV or the commentators talking about, wow, look, that sound, that thump when the club hits the ground. It does it automatically, and that's the bounce hitting the ball, hitting the ground. Why that's more difficult with a more advanced club. Like let's say we take a Jaws Raw 60Z or a 60C. 60C is really hard if you're not an advanced golfer, but it has no bounce, so you have to kind of create it with the swing, and that's what makes it so difficult. So 60C is extremely versatile for very advanced players because you're taking a club with no bounce, or let me rephrase that. You're taking a club with very little bounce, so you can hit it off tight lies, and then you're creating the bounce by opening the club or adjusting your swing. So this is more of a one swing, one type of shot, building one swing golf club. You know, if you are starting out, or you're a gal that's struggling out of the bunker, you're like, oh, I hate bunker shots. This is absolutely the club for you because you don't have to do anything different. We are not talking about the guys and the ladies who are great bunker players who are trying to spin the ball and hit it to a foot. We're talking about the people who are happy getting out of the bunker every single time. If you are a player who used to be a great bunker player, you've got speed, you've got this, you've got that, you understand the technique, you understand how to open and close the club face, and let's say you spent the last year struggling out of the bunker, you almost either get the bunker yips or, you know, you're a good player, but you're terrified of the bunker because some of the times you're trying to hit a really cute shot and you can't get out. Why this would be good for you, just to train with, is you can make a normal swing, get the ball out and the ball up in the air every single time, that it gives you the confidence to swing again. It gives you the confidence to get back in the bunker and practice those different shots. So it's important to say, okay, why am I using it? Who is this club for? What's the purpose? How long am I gonna do it? And you start to really understand the difference. When I describe a club, when I compare golf clubs, I don't compare it in a way where one's better than the other. I always explain that they're different. You know, I don't say the Jaws Raw and the CB Wedge. The Jaws Raw is way better. I don't explain it that way. They're different. They serve very different purposes, and understanding the versatility of both. How versatile are they? Well, the better you are, again, you're gonna need more versatility in the club, and if you're really struggling, you need enough versatility. This club really does it. Okay, now the ultimate test. Uphill, slightly uphill. This area, this is now borderline downhill. I've got the lip. I'm gonna trust my swing, stick with it, okay? Club face slightly open, do nothing different. All the way back, all the way through. Yeah, that feels good. Doesn't dig. It's getting me to make good ball contact, and I love that feel. And I mean, I've been testing this wedge for, gosh, it's got to be a month, a solid month now, and I'm really getting used to the look of it. It looks like it doesn't look like a cavity back wedge when you set the club down. But again, I am still afraid to open the club face up, and I'm not really gonna do it. Let's do something fun, and let's see if this works. This is gonna be terrifying. I'm actually gonna hit this shot with my eyes closed, like completely closed. I may or may not get out of the bunker, but I just want to prove a point that you don't have to be so accurate on where you hit. You just have to make sure you stay down and go all the way through. All right, you ready for this? This is gonna make or break my channel. All right, club face a little open, target, eyes closed, all the way back, all the way through. My eyes are completely closed there, and that's honest to God truth. So I think this is a great training aid if you're a great player. If you're struggling out of the bunker, this is absolutely the club for you. I couldn't find a better one, because if I took like a Jaws Raw and I built you a club to say, okay, I'm going to build you a bunker specific club, all I'm going to do is take a pretty high bounce 58 degree and add 2 more degrees of loft, which is going to add a bunch of bounce to a quote unquote 60 degree wedge, and all we're trying to do is mimic this bottom here. This bottom is everything. So go check it out. That's my little inside tip out of the bunker with the CB wedge. I think it's great. So there you go. We'll see you next time.